talking about one of the world's biggest ships here. No, today we're learning about the world's biggest weekend. Utopia of the Seas is going to serve up over 40 ways to dine and drink for jaw-dropping shows and more ways to pool and beach day your way. You've got a weekend adventure bucket list? Utopia is the answer. Your clients will have their pick when it comes to tons of dining options, more than any other ship, and 23 unique entertainment venues filled with live music and dancing. Not to mention the opportunities to sip, splash, and kick back. But that's not all, because in addition to Utopia being quite the destination in itself, every sailing will be stopping at Perfect Day at KARAOKE. And joining me today to present all of today's exciting information are Jackie Diaz and Bianca Bobo. Thank you for being here, ladies. As we know, Utopia of the Seas is our 6th Oasis-class ship. She'll be doing 3- and 4-night sailings, with the first departing in July 2024. And as I mentioned, every sailing will be going to Perfect Day. This is the first ship in the Oasis class to be powered by LNG, and I know a lot of you have been wondering this. She will be open for sale this Thursday, June 22nd. And this is certainly no secret. Utopia of the Seas is going to be big, with 236,860 gross registered tons and 2,834 staterooms, some of which we will share new with you today. Our Oasis-class ships are designed and constructed in a way that our guests, your clients, can maximize their vacation time on every square inch of these 18 beautiful decks. And you might ask, well, what kind of ways are they going to be maximizing their vacation time? Well, they'll be splashing, dining, and partying, of course. So who's ready to learn more? Jackie, talk to us about those bigger ways to splash.
Thank you, Shanae. I am so excited to be here to unveil the bigger ways to splash on the new Utopia of the Seas. And with the new Utopia sailing to our private island, Perfect Day at KARAOKE, you will never have to choose between pool day and beach day again. And when we look at everything that Utopia is going to offer, merged with Perfect Day, it's really going to be a sailing offering some of the best splashes every day. And we all love numbers, so let's take a look at some right here. This ship will have 5 pools and 8 whirlpools on board. Then add in an additional 3 pools at Perfect Day, one of them being the largest freshwater pool in the Caribbean, the Oasis Lagoon. You have just so many pools to choose from. Also on Perfect Day, we have our 1,500-foot zip line. We've got Up and Away, the 450 feet high helium balloon, the tallest water slide in North America, Daredevil's Peak, and 6 stretches of beaches throughout the island. And for those thrill seekers, we have a total of 17 slides on board and on shore. So there's plenty for everyone to choose from. Now let's take a closer look at Utopia's enhanced pool deck experience. All right, there is no doubt that the new Utopia of the Seas will deliver the ultimate pool day. And from those 5 onboard pools I just mentioned, the top deck will have 3 of them. 2 will be resort style, and 1 will be a sloping beach entry pool. You'll also have your pick of bars and eateries to choose from just steps away, and of course we'll have that live Caribbean music throughout the day. But that's not all. Guests can also reserve their VIP private casita, which is like a cabana right nearby. So they'll really have just no reason whatsoever to leave that pool area. And now our other 2 pools are the adults-only solarium pool and bar for those that want to keep things low-key. And our suite guests will also have the exclusive Suite Sun Decks private pool overlooking the ocean. Now let's see even some more splashes here. Of course, we couldn't have a new Oasis class ship without our complimentary Perfect Storm water slides. There will be 3 slides on deck 15, the racing Typhoon and Cyclone, where you can race your friends, and our Supercell Champagne Bowl, swirling and looping to the end, which we see here in the orange. Now, this is definitely one for those water slide enthusiasts out there. Thrilling for sure. And we all know that swimming and riding slides all day can work up an appetite. Well, on the Utopia, there will be 3 convenient dining options just steps away from the pool, and all 3 will be complimentary. First up will be a brand new poolside food truck to snack on quick bites and handheld favorites, which we see here. Or we also have El Loco Fresh for some burritos, tacos, quesadillas, with a variety of salsas and fresh guac made from scratch. Or you can head to the Tranquil Solarium Bistro for an all-you-can-eat buffet with some amazing panoramic ocean views. And while you're grabbing a bite to eat at a Loco Fresh, you can now also grab a drink at the Cantina FRESCA bar, which offers delicious Mexican-inspired cocktails. And one of our favorites is the pineapple jalapeno margarita. That touch of spice mixed with the citrus is just amazing. But if spicy really isn't your thing, you can pick your own flavor of margarita like strawberry, mango, or passion fruit. And Cantina FRESCA also serves some smoky mezcals and has a great selection of Mexican beers. And of course, as with any of our bars on board, the drinks will be included as part of your beverage package, or they are priced a la carte. Now, the next hot spot to grab a drink on the pool deck is the Lime and Coconut Caribbean Bar. And this Lime and Coconut is unlike any other. There will now be 3 Lime and Coconut locations. All of them will be right here in the heart of the pool deck action, located on decks 15 and 16, and we'll have DJs and live music nearby just to keep that Caribbean vibe going. And another great thing to note about the 3 Lime and Coconut bars is the hours. They will all be open at 9 a.m. and close at midnight. All right, let's keep going. And I know this will be one of Shanae's favorite places on board, and this is Sprinkles. We announced this supersized complimentary ice cream spot on Icon of the Seas, and now we are bringing it on board Utopia as well. Sprinkles will be located on deck 15, right next to the pool, and you'll have your choice from vanilla, chocolate, or strawberry ice cream, or mix and match. And the best part is you can then top it off with up to 4 different flavors of sprinkles. The kids and the grown-ups are sure to love this. And now for those daredevils out there, an Oasis-class ship just wouldn't be complete without the Ultimate Abyss. However, we have something a little special in store for this one. It's bigger and bolder than any other Ultimate Abyss we've seen before. Starting up on deck 16, all the way down to deck 6, it's 43 feet longer and has been redesigned to go even faster. So this will be officially the longest dry slide at sea. So even if you've raced someone down this slide before, it's time for a rematch on Utopia. And of course, we can't forget the best and boldest Royal Caribbean fleet favorites we see here. We've got the redesigned mini golf course, 2 rock climbing walls, and that thrilling zip line which soars over the boardwalk. And just like on Wonder, there will be 1 Flow Rider surf simulator, and not pictured here but coming soon to Utopia, there will be an all-new playscape for the kids too. Now, Bianca, before we jump into dining, which pool deck option are you most excited to try out?
Jackie, I think you're going to be able to find me laying right by that food truck. And speaking of food, who's hungry? Let's talk about all the ways that our guests will dine, and there are a lot of them. First off, whether we're talking about a weekend or a weekday sailing, there will be no shortage of food and drink. Your clients will have the opportunity to enjoy 21 different venues on board, 5 dining spots at Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and this is a fun fact, 15 cuisines from all over the world. Utopia will be home to the first two-deck Giovanni's Italian kitchen and wine bar, featuring Gio Terrazza, its new alfresco terrace. And who loves IZUMI? If that includes you, then you're gonna love this. Utopia's IZUMI will be the largest in the class with 6 teppanyaki tables. We'll also be introducing a new-to-brand immersive train car dining experience unlike any other. All things combined, guests will have over 40 ways to dine and drink when they sail on board Utopia of the Seas. So first up, let's talk about IZUMI. Now located in Central Park, not only will IZUMI have 6 teppanyaki tables for groups to enjoy together, but we're adding the convenience of a walk-up window to grab your favorite roll or bubble cone ice cream. We love this new IZUMI in the park because it allows guests to dine al fresco in the Central Park open air or enjoy a more lively dining experience inside. As we know, IZUMI will serve both lunch and dinner, and while reservations will be required for dining inside, the walk-up window will be grab and go. Now, this next one is just a teaser, but we know it will be enough to get you excited about learning more later on. Utopia will be home to the most immersive dining experience at sea, with our new train car dining venue. From the moment you enter, you'll feel like you've left the ship for the golden age of rail travel. It all starts with pre-dinner drinks at the station platform, and when the whistle blows, it's time for an Epicurean adventure. Guests will take in sights, sounds, and flavors on a journey of multiple courses that takes them miles away from the ordinary. I wish I had more details for you, but what a teaser. You'll just have to wait and see what comes next. Next up, let's talk about the gorgeous new two-deck Giovanni's. Giovanni's Italian kitchen and wine bar sets the table for an authentic, rustic Italian experience. There will be dishes like a cheese-stacked lasagna, fork tender ossobuco, hand-tossed pizzas delivered straight from the oven. And with the introduction of Gio Terrazza, your guests will be able to dine al fresco overlooking the boardwalk or in the upscale dining room. And for those looking for something lighter, check out the wine bar for a wide selection of vinos paired with a charcuterie board. Giovanni's is a specialty dining option that can be found on deck 11 and 12 and will be open for lunch and dinner. And a favorite across our fleet, the WINDJAMMER Marketplace, will have the most indulgent cuisine to hit the weekend scene. With over 200 five-star dishes served every night, everyone is bound to find something to satisfy their cravings. Try a little or a lot of everything because every trip will be different than the time before. As usual, our WINDJAMMER will be open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and will be complimentary to all guests. The Mason Jar is our specialty dining option that I cannot wait to try. Located on deck 15, they will have all the Southern fixins, reinventing country classics, bayou staples, and bold barbecue. Open for brunch, dinner, and late night, there is going to be so much on this menu that warms up the soul. Here you will find Creole-style lobster and crawfish gumbo, chicken and waffles, and a delicious cinnamon roll for that sweet tooth. The Mason Jar will also have live country music playing throughout the dining time and amazing handcrafted libations, so the vibes will always be right. Make sure to make a reservation to enjoy all that they have going on. Now, Utopia of the Seas is taking our brand signature steakhouse, Chops Grill, and adding some romance to it. Stroll through Central Park before your dinner reservation and grab some cocktails, wine or bubbly at TRELLIS Bar. The soft twinkling lights and breeze of TRELLIS Bar will be a wonderful prelude to date night at the neighboring Chops Grill. At Chops, you can enjoy deliciously seasoned cuts paired with mouth-watering side dishes. TRELLIS Bar will be a la carte, while Chops Grill will be a for-pay experience. I am confident that this drinks and dinner combo will be a date night to remember. And to wrap up our bigger ways to dine, we have our real taste of New England style seafood at Hooked Seafood. This specialty dining option is located on deck 16 and will be offering all of your favorite coastal flavors. such as Maryland crab cakes, Maine lobster rolls, oysters, and other raw bar favorites. Cooked seafood will be open for lunch and dinner, and reservations will be necessary. And now that we're all good and hungry from exploring our dining options, I'm going to pass it over to Jackie.
Thank you, Bianca. So now that you've seen the bigger ways to splash and dine, let's talk about the bigger ways to party on board Utopia of the Seas. As we can all agree, weekends are for playing hard, and on board the Utopia is no exception. As I'll show you in just a moment, the options are nearly endless. This ship has 23 bars and lounges, 5 live music venues, 4 spectacular shows on stage, ice, air, and water, and I can just go on. But first, let me show you our party infographic so you can really see the magnitude of all the ways there are to party on board this ship. Here we go. Like I mentioned, there are 23 bars and lounges, including a new-to-brand tiki bar called the PESKY Parrot, and that's just on board. When you factor in the bars available at Perfect Day, that's an additional 13 bars. We've also got the 4 jaw-dropping shows. That's 2 in the Royal Theater, 1 ice skating show, and 1 aqua theater show. 10 DJs, both on board and on shore at Perfect Day. 6 onboard venues for dancing, 5 live music venues, and this is really great. There are 2 casino options available on board the Utopia of the Seas, with 371 slot machines in total. And to wrap this up, we have a staggering 68 TVs at Playmakers. So these are some pretty cool numbers that we see here. So now let's take a closer look at some of these venues. First up, we have the PESKY Parrot. And this is our new-to-brand Caribbean tiki bar, serving fruity cocktails and frozen drinks. It's located on Deck 5 in the Royal Promenade, and it's sure to be a very lively spot to grab a drink or meet up with friends in the middle of that Royal Promenade action. Now let's talk about Casino Royale. And Utopia of the Seas Casino Royale experience will actually have 2 casinos for our guests to choose from. We'll have the standard Casino Royale, which has approximately 539 seats, and we will also have our non-smoking Casino Royale with about 64 seats. Between the 2, there'll be 5 roulette tables, 14 blackjack tables, 371 slot machines, and 8 poker tables, just to name a few. So that's really great and very exciting news about our new Casino Royale concept on board Utopia. And also returning to the Utopia of the Seas is the fleet favorite karaoke venue, Spotlight Karaoke. And we know it's always a good time at Spotlight Karaoke, where our guests can hit the stage and sing their favorite hits with thousands of popular songs to choose from. This casual venue is located on Deck 5 on the Royal Promenade and features a bar as well as private karaoke rooms that can be reserved for a fee for those guests who want that private karaoke party action. And of course, we can't forget the ever-popular Boleros, our Latin-themed club serving up Latin cocktails like the Cuban mojitos or the Brazilian caipirinhas. Boleros also features a live band every night playing salsa, cumbia, merengue, and samba. And during the day, this is the spot for salsa classes for those that want to practice their moves. This is definitely a guest favorite party spot that goes late into the wee hours of the night every night. And Boleros will also be located on Deck 5 on the Royal Promenade. Next up, we have Playmakers Sports Bar and Arcade, another guest and fleet favorite venue. And this Playmakers is located on Deck 6 on the boardwalk, and is another venue where our guests can either meet up for dinner, to watch a game, to have a beer, or even just to people watch on the boardwalk. And the menu at Playmakers is priced a la carte and serves up your favorite bar foods like the Playmakers Burger or the 5-scoop Touchdown Sundae. And it's also got a full bar with beers on tap. And remember from my infographic a few slides back, this Playmakers has 68 TV screens showing your favorite sports programming from around the world. But my favorite part about Playmakers is that private owner's box. It's got its own TVs, comfy seating, and can be reserved for a big game or for just a fun casual night with your family and friends. All right, let's keep going. Next, we have Music Hall, which is the perfect spot for a great night out on board Utopia of the Seas. And this two-story music hall is located on Deck 8, and it has these great views of the boardwalk, and undoubtedly has the most amazing high-energy shows with the best cover bands at sea. Here in Music Hall, our guests can either hit the dance floor, enjoy the entertainment from one of the lounge tables, grab a drink at the bar, or even take in a game of pool. This is really a great multifaceted venue with so much to do. And another venue in the heart of the Utopia's Royal Promenade is our English pub, Bell and Barley. I always love to see what names will be given to the English pubs on board our new ships. They are always just so clever. And Bell and Barley is the perfect venue for guests to enjoy a drink and listen to live music day or night. And the bar offers a vast selection of beers, UK-themed cocktails, and a wide variety of spirits. I'm sure many of you will agree that this is also a great spot to people watch on the Royal Promenade. And for some late night entertainment, we're happy to bring back the Attic to the Utopia of the Seas. This is a brand staple and home to the Utopia's live comedy shows featuring some of the best stand-up comedians. The Attic will be located on Deck 4 within the entertainment place, and it's modeled and themed after Manhattan's dark and intimate comedy clubs. And remember, the Attic is an adults-only comedy venue. And lastly, we do still have to keep some things secret. The headline entertainment on Utopia of the Seas is still confidential, but it will be revealed very, very soon, so stay tuned. But for now, I think we all know what we can expect. Dazzling Broadway-style musicals, aqua theater performances that leave us on the edge of our seats, and of course, the spectacular displays of artistry that we see in our ice shows. Utopia's lineup will not disappoint, I can promise you that. And remember that Royal Caribbean has been chosen for Best Entertainment 6 years running by Travel Weekly readers, so that speaks volumes. And with that, I hope you've enjoyed this peek into the bigger ways to party on Utopia of the Seas, and I will turn it over to Sinead to show you what is new in accommodations.
Thank you, Jackie. I sure am excited to try some of the specialty cocktails from the Pesky Parrot, and I can't wait to see what the entertainment will be. So our last reveal for today is accommodations. Utopia will have the same staterooms and suites as Wonder of the Seas, but with 3 new additions and a few enhancements. Utopia will also offer our dedicated suite neighborhood. And travel partners, check this out. There will be 2 brand new suites, both equally gorgeous. The first is the Solarium Suite, pictured here. It will deliver 280-degree views from high up on the front of the ship. Looking at the image on the left, you can see how the windows wrap around the side of the ship, offering those endless ocean views from any angle. This suite does not have a balcony, but with the infinite technology that we introduced on Icon, those staying in the suite will still be able to enjoy that fresh ocean breeze by just the push of a button. And if you look at the image on the right, you can see that window opened above the couch. There will be 4 solarium suites. They will be part of the Star tier and will have access to the Royal Genie. Now let's take a moment to watch a quick video of the Solarium Suite so that you can catch a glimpse of an overall look, making sure you pay attention to that window so you can see how it opens up, allowing that fresh breeze to come in. Very nice. Now, the second new suite is our Sky Junior Suite. As we know, traditionally, junior suites receive C-tier benefits. This new Sky Junior Suite will be very similar to a junior suite, but the key difference will be that this junior suite will be located in the suite neighborhood and will receive Sky tier benefits. Our third new category is this interior stateroom. But do you notice anything different about this one? This interior is special as it will offer a square versus a rectangular design, allowing for more walking space. And who can forget this ultimate family suite? This colorful and fun family suite has been so popular on our other ships that it wouldn't be complete if we didn't have it on Utopia as well. Offering 3 bedrooms for up to 10 guests, lots on in-room amenities like an in-suite cinema and karaoke station, a corner balcony decked out with tennis tables, a private whirlpool, and of course that 2-story slide. This will be part of the Star tier and, of course, come with a dedicated Royal Genie. Last but not least, and my personal favorite, the Royal Loft Suite. This Star tier suite is featuring a few new updates to make the weekend stay even more luxurious. And luxurious indeed. This suite is going to have a new outdoor shower and then a spa tub on the main bathroom floor, pictured right above in this image on the left. This master loft and a downstairs bedroom will offer private spaces with room for up to 6 guests. Travel partners, look at this suite! I'm sure I'm not the only one who's going to be daydreaming about spending my weekends here. And introduced on Utopia's sister ship, Wonder of the Seas, we will see the suite neighborhood on Utopia as well. Here you can indulge in 5-star dining at Coastal Kitchen, where Mediterranean flavors meet California cool with the freshest seasonal ingredients. Step onto the suite sun deck to soak up the rays or cool down in the plunge pool with in-water loungers and panoramic sea views. And for cocktails, look no further than the comfortable, stylish suite lounge. Guests in Sky and Star tier suites will have full access to the suite neighborhood, and guests in C tier will have dinner access to Coastal Kitchen. Okay, who is excited about Utopia and the world's biggest weekend? Show us some love and tell us what you're excited most about in the chat box. Please, we can't wait to read everything you have to say. Travel partners, we were so excited to present this to you today. 2024 is going to be such an exciting year for all of us, and most importantly, you and your clients. And speaking of, let's talk a little bit about what comes next. As I mentioned earlier, Utopia will open for sale on Thursday, June 22nd. She'll be sailing out of Port Canaveral doing 3- and 4-night Bahamas and Perfect Day itineraries that you can see here on the screen. Now, July and August sailings, group space will be limited, as is the case with any new ship opening. However, after that, group space will be fully open. And don't forget, your strategic account manager and business development specialist are there to help you along the way as you book. Should you need their help, you need any questions answered, or just general guidance. And let's remember that the ultimate weekend adventure is happening both on and off the ship. In Nassau, guests will have their pick of fun shore excursions to immerse themselves in the Bahamas, along with a fun-filled day at our private island, Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And we all know that when it comes to Perfect Day, there's something for everyone, whether their level is max thrill or chill. Now, Bianca, what kind of resources do we have for our travel partners to familiarize themselves more with all things Utopia?
Great question, Shanae. Let's start off with the most useful resource for all things Royal Caribbean marketing, our dedicated trade website, loyaltyyoualways.com. Now live on the site today, you can find a brand new microsite dedicated to Utopia of the Seas. This microsite will house each of the assets listed on this slide, along with a few more that aren't listed here, in a dedicated marketing tools section. Additionally, this microsite will tell the story of the world's biggest weekend, highlighting each of Utopia's pillars in detail. Whether you're interested in bigger ways to splash, bigger ways to dine, bigger ways to play, or all three, you can find all of that information here. With interactive buttons on browsers and swipe capabilities on mobile, this resource is truly available at our fingertips no matter where you are. Travel partners, please make sure you visit and bookmark Loyal to You Always for all these helpful tools. The infographics, for example, really tell a story about all the exciting features of the world's biggest weekend, and we're sure that your clients will love them too. And on RCU, we will definitely feel Utopia's presence right on the homepage. Live right now, just moments ago, we have what we like to call a homepage takeover. A brand new Utopia hero image at the top of the page, and a Utopia feature on the homepage dashboard, which we see here on the left. We will also have a brand new course, that's what we see here in the middle. And my favorite piece is that the RCU All-Star Challenge number 2 of 2023 will be Utopia themed. So lots going on in RCU. Head on over to check these out. And now back to Sinead to wrap it up.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Bianca and Jackie, for being with me today. And thank you, travel partners, for joining us as we revealed what will be our 6th Oasis-class ship, Utopia of the Seas, and everything we have to look forward to when it comes to the world's biggest weekend. As we end today, please stick around for this new Utopia video. Until next time, friends, everyone here at Royal Caribbean wishes you a happy and great day. Happy sailing and happy sailing.
Make me go loco, loco, make me go loco. Make me go loco. Make me go loco, loco.
Come seek the Royal Caribbean.